Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked, and today we will going to continue with the topic of mosquitoes and malaria. And here we will going to see that how the mosquitoes are related with this particular disease of malaria and what is exactly the problem with reference to this particular disease. So first of all, what is the disease? The disease is actually a life-threatening disease because of which we have seen millions of deaths around the world. So it is a concern throughout the world with reference to the World Health Organization that we need to eradicate this particular disease. So let's get into it in more detail. Now this particular disease is the disease which will going to be normally transmitted with the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. Now what do we mean by the infected female Anopheles mosquito? This thing simply means that we are talking about the female Anopheles mosquito who is already having the particular causing agent of malaria, means the main cause behind this particular disease of malaria. That means over here this Anopheles mosquito is actually a vector or carrier, whereas the actual causing agent of disease is something else. So what is it? It is the Plasmodium parasite. So over here the relationship is this, that mosquito is not actually causing the disease. The disease is caused by the Plasmodium, whereas mosquito is actually carrying that cause from one person to the other person. Now, the next thing with reference to the malaria is that how can we identify that this particular person is having malaria? So, we should know that what are the symptoms of malaria. Now, the various symptoms which we can enlist with reference to malaria are high fever, shivering, headache, nausea, whereas a fall in temperature by sweating, and it will be in the repetition of a cycle of 2 to 3 days, means 48 to 72 hours of duration. Now, one important aspect with reference to malaria in terms of symptoms is that it will going to affect the overall functioning of liver as well as spleen, as these are the main targeted site of the Plasmodium, which is the causing agent of malaria. So, how exactly the mosquito will going to spread the malarial disease or the malarial parasite? So, we know this thing that malaria is actually caused by the malarial germ, which is the Plasmodium parasite. So, where exactly does it remain inside the body of a human being? Then it is the first of all blood, means blood is the first target, that whenever a particular mosquito will going to bite, then the Plasmodium will first of all going to enter the blood of the organism, and from here, apart from this particular blood, what will happen? This blood will not only going to create the whole cycle of malaria inside the organism or the human being where the mosquito has bited, but also will going to lead to the more mosquitoes being infected and will be capable of biting other organisms, other human beings, causing malaria into them as well. Now, what exactly is the overall process or overall cycle of this particular Plasmodium and this particular disease? So, what happens over here is that the female mosquito or the female Anopheles mosquito will, which is already infected with the Plasmodium or the malarial germ, will going to bite one person, and inside that body what will happen, that it will going to circulate through the blood, reach its liver, and it will going to infect the blood, that means the red blood cells. It will going to create an extensive kind of infection inside the blood of the first particular person whom the mosquito has bited. From there what will happen, the human body becomes completely like available for the mosquito bite as well as for spreading the disease. So actually it is not only mosquito which is spreading the disease, but also the person who is not taking care of themselves while having this particular disease in them. Now, from this particular first person, now the mosquito is capable of transmitting the disease and will going to affect the next particular host, human host, in which the whole cycle will continue in the similar manner as it was there in the first condition. So what happens is it creates a chain of processes where an infected mosquito will going to bite an organism or a human body. Then from this human body it will going to enter its blood, its liver, then again the rest of the blood system, it will going to get spread all over the blood system of the first host. And from here again this first human being will be bited by the mosquito, then this mosquito will now lead to the next host. So from one person to the other person, the particular disease keeps on moving and keeps on transmitting. Now what happens is, we know that what exactly the problem is, but how can we diagnose it? So for this we have the testing process of blood test, where we are going to take the blood from the sick patient, and we will going to make sure that we will going to examine the blood under the microscope and proper devices, after which if we will see that the malarial parasite is present inside the human blood body or human blood smear that we have collected from the patient, then in that case we will going to treat this particular infected person or patient with the anti-malarial medicines. And along with these particular medicines, the person need to take rest of the whole process. But we all know this thing, that it is always better to prevent. Means we all have heard this particular line, that it is always better that we prevent something, and prevention is always better than cure. So what exactly are the preventions of malaria? So it includes certain very basic things and cost effective things for which we can keep our health up to date. So the very first thing is using wire nettings at windows and doors, and make sure that we will not going to allow the mosquitoes to enter our home. And as we know that evening time is the main time when the attack of mosquitoes is at their peak point, so we have to be cautious during that time. Now, apart from using the wire nettings and everything, sometimes it happens that we might need to open our doors and windows, because of which it can eventually lead to the entry of mosquitoes to our houses. In that case, we can use the mosquito repellents, and in terms of like stickers, in terms of creams, in terms of coils, so they all will going to help us in preventing ourselves. Now apart from this thing, we can cover our bed region as well with the mosquito nets, so that when we are sleeping we do not get bitten with the mosquitoes. Then during the night time we can look out for certain ways out with which we can prevent ourselves in terms of full sleeves night dresses. And we should be cautious about this thing, that which particular season is the season when we will going to see the maximum number of mosquitoes around us. So let me tell you, we have discussed it in the previous section also, that it is basically the duration when the temperature is towards the warm, and when there is availability of water around us. So rainy season and the transition seasons are the main peak season for these mosquitoes to cause this particular disease and creates its impact. Now what happens is, how we can actually control the malaria, and the answer is by controlling the occurrence of the mosquitoes, or you can say breeding of mosquitoes. So what are the various ways with which we can do this? By fumigation, that is by using the different kinds of services provided by the different kinds of governmental schemes and governmental like programs, where they are going to come to a house to fumigate, so that mosquitoes doesn't breed and we are not going to let water remain stagnant somewhere or get collected somewhere near our houses. So what are the various ways with which we can prevent the cause of breeding of mosquito? where we can actually make sure that we are not going to let water collected anywhere, we are not going to allow the different kinds of pits to be made. We will make sure that we will going to go for different kinds of fumigation and spraying processes going on around in our locality. If in case we find certain areas where mosquitoes are breeding, then we can make sure that we can spray some amount of kerosene oil so that the eggs can be killed. Then we can keep on changing the waters in the water cooler, and some sort of tanks if we have, we can keep on changing it so that it doesn't get dirty and it doesn't allow the breeding of mosquitoes around us. And the ultimate mantra for this thing is to remain clean and keep our surroundings clean. So this is how we can make sure that we can actually lead to a healthy and a safe life in terms of malaria and the out effects of malaria. So with this, we are done with this particular topic and this particular chapter. I'll see you next time with some new topic and new concepts. Till then, take care everyone. Bye bye.